This book is called Apple Trouble, and it's written by Reginald Scammell and Michael Terry. Apple Trouble. Hedgehog had just finished building her winter nest under the old apple tree. Not too large and not too small. Just right for a nice, long winter sleep. Suddenly, a juicy red apple landed on her back. Ouch! Squeaked Hedgehog. Plop. She curled into a spiny ball, hoping it would fall off. But when she uncurled, the juicy red apple was still there. Hedgehog tried to squeeze herself and the apple into the beautiful new nest. But could she get in? No, she could not. Not with the apple on her back. The nest was too small. Oh dear. What's Hedgehog gonna do? Squirrel, scurrying past with an armful of brown nuts, stopped to help. "Stand still, I'll push the apple off," he said. And he pushed, and he struggled, and he heaved, and he tugged. But the juicy red apple stayed where it was. Worse still, 3 of Squirrel's brown nuts got caught in Hedgehog's spines. So now she had a juicy red apple and 3 brown nuts on her back. Can you see those? Poor Hedgehog. "Oh dear," wailed Hedgehog. "Winter is coming and I can't get into my nest. What will I do?" "Well, try rolling on your back," snorted Pig, trotting up. "That'll get rid of it all." Do you think that'll work? Let's see. Hedgehog threw herself on the ground. Her little legs paddled in the air as she twisted and wriggled and rolled. "Has it all gone?" she asked hopefully, scrambling to her feet. Pig shook his head. No, the juicy red apple and the 3 brown nuts were still there. So were a small green pear and a crumpled brown leaf. Oh no, Hedgehog got more stuff. "Oh dear," sighed Hedgehog, rolling her eyes. But up in the sky, sailing towards Hedgehog, she saw a colorful piece of paper. "Oh no," she cried. This way and that she ran, as fast as she could. This way and that drifted the paper. It's going like this, and Hedgehog's trying to run away from it. With an apple and a pear and 3 nuts on her back and a brown leaf. And the paper landed right on her back between the apple and the 3 brown nuts. "Oh, it's not fair," cried Hedgehog, who now had a juicy red apple, 3 brown nuts, a small green pear, and a crumpled brown leaf, and now a colorful piece of paper on her back. "I'll never get to my nest," she cried. Hedgehog pattered to the pond and gazed at her reflection in the water. "Well, hello, Hedgehog, that's a lot of stuff on your back," croaked the frog. "Humph, I'm trying to get rid of it," sniffed Hedgehog. "Dive," said Frog. "That will wash it off." Do you think that will work? Let's see it. Let's see. So Hedgehog dipped a foot in the murky water, then dived. Splash! Her friends watched Hedgehog bobbing up and down. The juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the crumpled brown leaf, and the colorful piece of paper were all still there. And so was a pink water lily. Can you see it? Right here. "Glug, glug, glug," gurgled Hedgehog as the others heaved her out of the water. She did look funny. But Hedgehog did not find it funny. "Stop laughing," she sputtered and stamped her feet on the ground. "Where am I going to sleep?" Pig and Squirrel looked worried. So did Frog. "I do have one last idea," oinked Pig. "Squeeze through that hedge over there. That'll brush everything off." So Hedgehog closed her eyes and squeezed herself through the thick leaves. But did it get everything off her back? No, it did not. It was all still there. So were 4 ripe blackberries. Can you see them? Look at all the things in Hedgehog's back. And there, staring at her with a look of great surprise, stood Goat. "Oh," cried Goat, "you've brought lunch." "Help yourself," said Hedgehog. "Take it all." "Yippee!" brayed Goat. Then he picked off and ate the juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the pink water lily, and the 4 ripe blackberries. For dessert, he ate the paper. Goats do funny things, don't they? The only thing he had left was the crumpled brown leaf, and he just couldn't eat any more. "Hooray!" cried Hedgehog. "Hooray!" She felt as light as a feather. "Thank you, Goat," she said. Then she ran as fast as her little legs could carry her through the gate, past the pond, across the orchard, under the tree, and home to her nest. Hedgehog squeezed into her little nest. It fitted her perfectly, and it was the best nest ever. Outside, a cold wind blew another apple off the tree. But it didn't fall on Hedgehog. She was safe in her nest and fast asleep. I hope you guys liked this book, Apple Trouble. I thought it was a cute story. And he finally did get his problem solved, but in a way a little bit different than he expected. Sometimes that happens.